Welcome to the Saturday Update. Nath Gardner with you. By as early as next week, COVID booster shots could be rolled out. The federal government is working to speed up the level of immunity of aged care residents and health workers. Health Minister Greg Hunt says Pfizer is submitting final data to the Therapeutic Goods Administration this weekend for approval. As Melburnians welcome the first weekend out of lockdown, they're being urged to treat workers with respect. Vaccinated residents are allowed to head out to a cafe or bar or get a haircut. And Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews says employees are doing their best to work around the current rules.
There's bound to be a few issues with check-ins here and there. There's bound to be a few issues with queuing and all those sorts of things. But they're pleased to be open. They're pleased to be running safe venues. And we all just need to be patient and make sure that we acknowledge that they're doing some things for the very first time.
The West Australian government is being urged to relax quarantine restrictions for fully vaccinated travellers. The state's Chamber of Commerce says with a vaccine mandate now in effect for 3/4 of the state's workforce, it's time to move forward. The search for a missing girl in WA has been wound down, with police now concentrating on the possibility the 4-year-old was abducted from her family's tent. In Brisbane, a man will face court over a number of alleged incidents between 1980 and 86, charged with 9 counts of indecent dealing of a child and 1 count of common assault. And it's been revealed the Royal Australian Mint's production of small change went into overdrive during the pandemic. Demand for 20, 10 and 5-cent pieces soared. It's believed households were stockpiling the coins as cafes and retail went cashless. To sport now as Australia prepares to take on South Africa in its opening match of the T20 World Cup. Fast bowler Pat Cummins telling Nine he's feeling refreshed after a 5-month break from competition.
T20 cricket, you know what you sign up for as a bowler. You're there to limit damage. If you get some wickets, that's a bonus. But some days where you might go for 12 and over or 10 and over, and it's actually a pretty good day.
And over 20,000 fans are expected for the Matildas' first game in more than a year and a half. Coach Tony Gustafsson says the team can't wait to take on Brazil in Western Sydney.
Excitement of being home in Australia for the first time in 600 days, to play in front of home crowd and also a full stadium, and then against a top opponent like Brazil that is normally very exciting games.
To entertainment news now, Distraught Actor ALEC Baldwin has offered his heartfelt condolences to the family of a crew member he accidentally shot dead on a film set in New Mexico. Director of photography Helena Hutchins died in hospital after a gun went off on the set. Award-winning rapper Einar has been shot dead in a Stockholm street a week before he was due to testify about his 2020 kidnapping. And British actor Kate Beckinsale says her higher-than-average IQ of 152 may have handicapped her Hollywood career. And we'll see you tomorrow morning for another episode of The Update.